Fast and Cap Podcast, episode 17, baby. We back.
Episode motherfucking 17.
Yeah, man. Had a big weekend. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Again, happy birthday to my boy Kazadi.
Sir,
Also, happy engagement.
Hey, surprise.
Courtney. Yeah, man.
Shouts out to the wife to be, Courtney.
Yeah, that was a good
Shouts out to
weekend.
Courts.
That was a beautiful thing. Man. He had the backyard all set up, the tent. You know what I'm saying? My boy came through clean with the suit.
I ain't never seen that nigga that clean.
Hey, they was roasting your swag circle with the UFC because y'all couldn't get it together. Y'all niggas got stuck like glue or some shit.
That's just what, 15 years trying to get it done. Get some old niggas.
I ain't gonna lie, I just waited till the end and I just jumped in. Woo!
I just felt like I happened to be in the front and I just felt like 300 pounds on my back. It was like 5-6 niggas on my back. I was like, please get the you will get the fuck up off of me.
I was out
Yeah,
there.
it's the story of Watch niggas, but it brought out Cephas, so you know it was special, man.
Yeah, that Friday was hard too. The party was hard.
Man. We had a turn weekend, man. So I appreciate everybody pulling up on me, doing it big. You know, check out the Facts and Cap podcast if you want to see the proposal. It's on the page.
He went to Tiffany.
Something like, you know what I'm talking about. So,
Yeah.
It was lit, man. It was lit. So here we are now.
Once again, too, get y'all
Shout out
merch.
to my wife.
My wife, I knew it.
We all finna be. Never mind. So let's go. Soon.
We don't know when.
Anyway, man, first of all, before I get started real quick, before I get started real quick, get your merch, you know, we ain't
Crew necks. The crew necks is here.
Mm-hmm.
$28. The hoodies is here. $30. T-shirts still $20. Man, come on, it's getting cold outside. It's time to switch it up. If you got a T-shirt, it's time for a crew neck or a hoodie.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, one more thing. Hey, man, I've been running to a lot of people, and they've been telling me that they be watching the show and shit. But, you know, we appreciate that, but can we get some non-closet listeners? Can y'all, you know what I'm saying, post a nigga up, repost us, show some love, let us know you listening to us, you know what I'm saying? Comment something, you know what I'm saying?
Comment, like.
Yeah.
It's always be like that. In person, oh my god, I just say me. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
let's
You know,
interact.
we can interact with that. Just posting online.
Yeah,
man.
let's interact, man. Talk to me, we talk, bite.
Yeah, so we just go ahead and post, man.
Yeah, but of course, the Lakers, man. The Lakers pulled it off.
Best team in the world.
The Lakers pulled it off.
Congratulations,
Did
Los
they pull it
Angeles
off or they
Lakers.
just did what they were supposed to do?
They did what they were supposed to
I
do.
mean, when I'm saying pulling it off, I'm not trying to take away from, you know what I'm saying? Like they definitely did what they were supposed to do. They handled their business. They lost 4 games the whole playoff. So yeah, I get that to them. They played great. They executed. Everything looked good. So you know, of course that turned into a whole week of is LeBron the GOAT? What's your
Never-ending
opinion?
debate.
What's your opinion?
I feel like, you know, it can't be a simple answer with me. It's what's the definition of a GOAT?
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Right. It's to me, if you're comparing, like, is LeBron a better basketball player than Michael Jordan? I think it's fair to say that. I think it's fair to say with the advancements that we have now, the game advanced 30 years later, he's supposed to be better. The best player today is supposed to be better than the best player 20 years ago, 30 years ago, if not even more than that. So I think he's a better basketball player. But GOAT, that means who dominated their era the best. LeBron ain't there yet with Michael.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at different arguments, different debates, and it's just, if you just look at Michael's numbers, man, not over time, just his prime, is how he dominated his competition. It was like when they used to be like, oh, I didn't win when Jordan was there. Outside of Hakeem, who won when Jordan was in his prime?
You seen what's his name, Nick Wright? His little who did it?
Yeah,
Nigga talking about Tim Duncan.
It was a reach, bro. Nick Wright, like I like Nick Wright. He's like the anti-skip, but he's usually based on facts and logic. But
I mean, he had facts, but the facts didn't make sense.
they was
It's a
stretching.
stretch. Like you're talking about Tim Duncan and people who won championships on your watch, like 2000.
He
And
was with the Wizards then.
Yeah, like-
yeah, with the Wizards, like come on. And if you want to be like in totality, well, cool. LeBron James is gonna win anybody in totality. Michael's not winning that debate. If you say if you want 20 years, LeBron got that longevity shit.
Yeah.
18 to 35, Michael can't touch that. He can't.
Yeah.
But
I think that's also what's going to end up making the debate even more intense. Like because he's probably gonna play 20 plus years. He obviously it looks like he can still play at a high level. You know what I'm saying? Let's say that he get one more or he gets two more. Then it's a debate whether longevity versus
Prime.
like a good 8 years of dominance. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that's gonna turn into. So yeah,
it's a preference at that point. And,
Yeah.
and we need to do this. Like LeBron not done.
yeah, he's not
People
done.
been having this debate for a while. Wait till he's done.
Yeah, that's why like the argument is so tired and exhausting, especially if you look at it online. You know what I'm saying? There's people who's talking who really don't have a clue as to what they talking about. It's people who like, the one thing I don't appreciate though, like I'll be watching First Take and I'm watching Stephen A say like he'll never be my goal. That lets me know right there you don't have an open mind.
Yeah.
So anything that he does, let's say that he come back from 3-1 again against a good team, you're still not gonna put him in that category. Like it's sometimes it's the fashion that you do it. So, but that's just I guess niggas don't want to see they favorite
Well,
player.
what I will say is that if we're gonna have a GOAT debate, we just need to have a criteria, a healthy criteria. Whatever it is for you individually, you want your criteria to be. My GOAT need to have this, and that. And then it would be healthier. Just trying to debate what's more impressive, coming down from 3-1 or never going to Game 7.
Facts.
It's like what's more impressive. That's an opinion. Like whatever your criteria is.
The GOAT conversation is always based on opinion. So it's not really one. You can't say it one way and then somebody else can have another argument. Yeah, that's your GOAT. But to me, this is my criteria of a GOAT.
Yeah.
Just even if it's your opinion, I just want to hear your criteria. What determines your GOAT? This player did this, and that. That's why he's my GOAT, because he did this better than for these 5 stats, the most important stats to me.
Yeah.
So,
I know I asked this a couple weeks ago. So now that it's over, do you still think that this is LeBron's easiest chip?
that's a fact.
I think it ain't.
Who you got?
Are you talking about just because?
I'm just saying, like, his easiest chip, like his easiest, like who he played, like
So
the matchup wise.
before we go, even whatever disadvantage he would have in the bubble, his opponents had the same.
That's what I'm not using
So,
it.
Yeah, I think that. This is what I think. I think physically.
I think the bubble life is harder.
I think
he got time to
physically.
recover. He was older.
I think physically and competitive wise, it was his easiest. I can't speak for mentally.
No, we don't know, man.
Because I don't know, I wasn't at the bubble. But mentally, if he was to say that this was his hardest chip, I mean, I could see that. I don't see how. Well, I guess I have to take him for what it's worth. But also, I just feel like coming down 3-1 and on the road against the greatest assembled team, probably one of the greatest assembled teams ever.
It wasn't his
Like-
easiest road to the finals. Like first round, second round, third.
No.
The finals opponent, I can't think of some like OKC was the only one I was saying a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But retrospect, looking back at it, nah, they're not them.
Nah, that OKC team wasn't that.
Yeah. Do y'all think that AD is his best teammate that he's ever had?
No.
Because that was a debate too, I seen.
Still to me.
Wait.
Be what
Yeah.
it is.
I
I think AD is the most talented, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Like potential, ceiling.
Mhm.
But putting it all together, D Wade still.
I seen Chris
more
Bosh.
exciting to watch
Yeah,
than
I seen Chris
LeBron.
Bosh. He was saying, and I agree with him. He was like, you gotta understand, he's just too. Like when it was D Wade and LeBron, he's just two slashing, ball dominant guys, and literally like these dudes is like bouncing it off the backboard, throwing full court passes and
Just
shit.
like for fuck better, like who was better to
Yeah.
watch?
Yeah.
Like he was that Miami Heat was
The
different.
Heatles, that's what they call them, the Heatles.
Like,
You know what I'm
come
saying?
on,
So,
not 5, not 6. The 80
Yeah.
shit was cool. It was cool.
that was cool, and I think the
It's
bubble
not
kind of
good.
I guess it's not as entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Not even close.
Then you watching AD every other
5
possession.
seconds,
Oh,
getting hurt.
my shoulder, like
Oh,
goddamn,
shit.
boy, go heal up, boy. Now that you out of there.
Hit you a sensu bean.
I don't know if he would have made it had it been the whole season. You remember? Because he was hobbled with no bubble
That's
thing.
another reason why niggas say it was easier.
Yeah, because he got.
2020. Lakers won. They were the best team. They had number 1 record in the West even before.
So my last basketball question: you think they gonna repeat? And who do y'all think is the who y'all think is the next team up? Like who y'all think is gonna be they biggest competitive
Warriors.
battle?
And I think
Warriors. Go ahead, my
I
bad.
think if they fuck around and get Dwight Howard with that Warriors team, everybody come back healthy, I think the Warriors gonna win it next year.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we just had a breaking news. Le'Veon Bell signs with the Chiefs.
Shouts out to the former team.
Damn, I gotta drop old boy because I know he ain't.
Man,
no
they-
more.
I just felt
They
like they
didn't need
needed
him.
somewhere deep. Yeah, like
They ain't need him.
he trying to get a chip. He got to prove that he want to win. I guess that's why he trying to do that. He's still, you know.
I kind of feel bad for that rookie from LSU. You gonna take a lot of his
Yeah,
shine.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Like, I didn't think that was.
And he been playing alright, especially for my fantasy team.
So,
That's the bottom.
Hey man.
Le'Veon
I guess everybody want to play with
played
Patrick
with the
Mahomes.
Jets for 17 games, then I have not one good game. So
Was it him or was it the Jets?
make sure both. Fuck
Yeah.
it was the Jets. It was the Jets.
And he
Did I
also-
had one good game?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
Strategy.
I don't know.
Well, they said he came overweight, you know what I'm saying, one time, and then he was talking about how he got a little complacent. He said he got a little complacent. That's not what you said after we didn't pay you all this money.
Yeah, he was one of the highest paid running backs, at least for contract wise. Like, it is what it is. But tank for long.
But yeah, back to what I was saying
My
anyway.
draft hat.
Shout out to that. Let's see. Wrapping it up. I think that the Lakers can repeat, but they got a lot of players just opted out.
Oh, niggas trying to get paid.
Yeah, so
Rondo on the bag.
I got
They got what they came for.
Yeah.
KCP won the
Rondo,
bag.
KCP, Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he's trying to re-up somewhere.
It's a lot of people that just opted out, and they trying to trade Kyle Kuzma. So
It's 100% 80 resigns.
yeah, he resigned. He's resigning. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. But I like the Warriors on the East. I still got to see what Brooklyn gonna do. I think that they automatically are like a 4-3 seed at least. But we'll see.
Facts of cat, real quick. LeBron James can be just as dominant next year. Do we have any reason to doubt Father Time might catch him?
Okay, so
And drop
I'm gonna just say Cap. Just because time and time again, when I think that he's slowing down or when he looks a little old
He
sometimes,
proved wrong. every
he
time.
prove you wrong. So I'll say that, but it has to happen, right?
Eventually.
It has to happen. You got a shorter off season. They talking about possibly starting the season MLK Day. So
January.
yeah, you got a shorter off season. You got, we get it. You had good rest, but now it's kind of like, well, I don't know, man. The season's gonna be shorter if it's on MLK Day.
I'd rather
Right?
ask you that. From what you heard, are they going to shorten the season or?
I don't know. I guess they said they don't have a plan yet. So
I like it if they keep it how they did it and they end up right.
The last
football
lockout,
season.
every lockout they shorten the season, so I would
Yeah.
assume they just shorten it just because they want the off season.
yeah, I'm sure we'll see what's going on, but I feel like Father Time has to happen. So we'll see. But I think he's a smart player, so
He'll
he'll
adjust.
figure out a way. Yeah. Let's get into some hip hop news. And Cardi B's had a eventful weekend. She had her birthday celebration. You know what I'm saying? I
Havana Gym.
woke up like
So you know.
I woke up like 9 in the morning.
If you know, you know.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting down eating and stuff. I look and I see her. I'm like, actually I was on A-Rod page and I just see like Cardi B doing a jump off of a ledge. Oh no! So I was like, wait.
We was on TMZ. We was like, shouts out to A-Rod. He's on his literal page, y'all.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Put that together, what that mean.
So I'm like, man, what the fuck going on? Like, turns out they got together. I see on their pages they had a whole night. She was, it was her birthday. She was celebrating in true Spanish woman fashion. She had a Corona in her hand, dancing. You know what I'm saying?
Have a good old time.
Yeah. So I guess the question I asked: did we really think they were getting divorced?
Nope.
I really didn't think too much of it,
Yeah.
but I did. When I saw it, I was like, okay, maybe he got caught doing something and she was tired of it.
Yeah.
But I didn't do a deep
I
dive
feel like that
into it.
right there just like a wake up call. Like, hey nigga, I will leave your ass.
I think that's what Jasmine said, and I tended to agree with the same thing.
And I thought that as soon as I saw it, like when I heard it, I was like, all right, they ain't done. I mean, they too cool. Like they have like from outside looking in, there's like a friendship on top of a relationship. So I feel like it's more to it that it's gonna take a lot for them to really just be done.
Yeah, I think. Do you think that? Well, I guess I couldn't tell them what to do, but do you think that they possibly share too much of their relationship? I know it's their relationship to do as they choose, but do you think that they share too much of their relationship and it affects the way that they affects their relationship? Do you think that?
I think that's just them.
Mm-hmm.
They're both like, neither one of them are, I became a celebrity, now let me act like a celebrity. They still act like regular people. So they don't know, they never hit that switch and turned it off to where, oh, the public is watching at all times, or I can't do this or I shouldn't do that. Like, they're just real.
It's a comfortability level she got with him. He allowed her to be herself, it looks like. So it's like, damn, it takes the good with the bad. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sacrifice the bad for the good, because it's like, when it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
It's also another theory I heard going around where it's like, her birthday coming up, she wants to celebrate. You know, girls during their birthday, you know, you might want some dick.
Mm-hmm.
Is it easier to get some new dick or to get?
Well, for sure, that's what I thought that was.
Just to get the ex come back real quick, it ain't even official yet, and then a week or two later when it die down, it didn't work.
Oh, see, I ain't
That's what I'm trying to
that.
say. Yeah, like not for no permanent shit, just a
You
appearance.
seen all the girls on Twitter talking about she should just take the whip and still divorce him, you know what I mean, and all that.
Get your bags, this type
Man,
shit.
I don't even think they stopped partying yet, man.
I think.
I done seen them out. Hey, that's just what they do.
Yeah.
My question is like, people go, oh, mind your business. I agree, mind your business, but that might work for me. That might work for you, but Johnny over there is into
What you wouldn't
celebrity.
mind your business?
Like, don't comment, don't worry about, don't critique, don't have a think piece on what
That's
they
just
should
You're talking
do.
about us as the people, like the fans.
Us as the fans, it's like,
Well, I don't think you can tell us to mind our business when they're the ones posting it. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? It's
So
I mean, like the
you
whole
put yourself
divorce
up
thing,
for
they
cheating.
didn't put the divorce out. It's just illegal.
Oh, no, yeah, but
she
she
commented
went
on
and commented. She didn't have to do it live
She commented on
and
it.
go into a deep
But you know,
dive.
when somebody say something about her, she's gonna.
Exactly.
She's gonna
So that's what we
respond to
saying.
it.
So that's what we
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
That's what we're saying. Like you might.
That's when you just acting like a regular person, like that.
Listen, we get it. I think it's well. I mean, Cardi B has came out even before she was even with Offset. Like that's what I think people love about her, that she's vulnerable and she'll say, "I have these type of certain insecurities and this and that," and I think that's why she feels the need to comment on everything that's always about her. Like she likes to comment on things. She likes to, you know, I don't necessarily know she's trying to change the narrative, but she like to give her truth out or, you know, the way that she feels, and I feel like that's what got her to the top. I'm sure that there's times where I'm sure she probably feel like, okay, I probably didn't have to put that out there. I felt like the divorce thing.
I'm sure.
Yeah, the divorce thing, when she did it, I was just like, I mean, it's her life, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I personally wouldn't have said shit about it. Because I kind of figured that this was going to happen.
You open yourself up for
Yeah,
criticism. when you do that.
figured it was just going to happen.
Like, whoa.
And then they were just going to make jokes. And the one thing I thought was kind of crazy that Offset put up, though, when he put I won, that was crazy.
I didn't see that.
That was crazy, yes. The nigga put up a picture, said, I was like, bro, you just kind of got back in the dough.
We don't know how long he actually been back in the door.
It ain't been that long.
It
since
ain't
she said
been that
it. Or even if we just
Yeah.
the day she said it.
Yeah, it's just
It
like,
ain't been
bro,
that
don't
long.
push it. Like, I'm not the type where I would be like, you know, hold on.
He didn't act the same way as last time though.
Yeah. Well, it was quick. Because it was like 2 days before that, he had put up, he was stressed. He had bought her a billboard for her birthday with culture. Like, the campaign had started.
Campaign was okay.
And then it just like literally kind of like woke up and the nigga was in Vegas. It was probably like 6 in the morning or some shit.
Oh, that was the last minute.
Yeah, like it.
Red shirt.
It's like he
freshman.
called her, you know, just want to say happy birthday. She's like, just pull up. I need to ask Eric, why the fuck y'all was getting there at 6 in the morning? Y'all just got there and some shit. Like,
Nah, y'all didn't watch the whole thing.
them
They
niggas
had been
pulled
there.
up.
They got there that night, but they was still just partying from the big party.
Yeah, them niggas was wild.
They threw a big ass party, then after the big party, nigga, it was
They was trying to shit on me.
yeah. They wasn't shit on you, bro. They
can't do it like a no.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
Out the hood.
Facts and cap. Is a girl's B-day coming easy? Is it easier for her to call her ex for some dick than to get some new? That's what you said. So did we answer that question?
You want me to answer? Because I feel like a female gonna get dick regardless. That shit easy. It don't matter if you call your old nigga, your ex nigga, some nigga that you just met at the gas station.
I guess let me finish. Maybe more so not for the dick, for like the public opinion. Like the new nigga, it's like, oh, you just getting some new dick. Like, yeah. You
Like
know,
you
it's a
said-
status. You can't get somebody better. They gonna judge you who you got. That's what I'm trying to. More so for that, for facts and cap. Like, it's for the image. Like, okay, it's easier and it look better, and I could just dust them off after we done celebrating my birthday type shit. Does that make sense?
I don't agree because if you go get a new nigga, then it's like, oh nigga, she upgraded. No matter what that we ain't got enough time to really know who that other nigga is. So she go get another nigga, we don't have a clue of who this nigga is. Oh, she moved on, yeah, fuck you, da da da.
How Kanye said, better ask Cruz, she, you know, it's like, leave Chris, you end up with a goofy type shit.
They gonna
That
get
type of energy.
It's easier for them to just call up the old dick.
Call the old dick.
One, they don't want a body count. Women take that body count shit serious.
Nigga, it's
Especially if it's 2020, but they still thinking about the body count. They thinking about public perception. They don't want, especially if we refer to the Cardi B situation, especially somebody who's under a microscope. It's easy for her to just pop up with Offset than to pop up with goddamn, somebody else. Because then you all types of hoes and you this, you that, and the third.
Oh, you've been planning that quick.
Yeah,
you just got divorced.
yeah.
Now you got, there's other criticism.
The women are gonna be like, go ahead, sis.
She can deal with the criticism, take Offset back. She already did it. There's nothing new.
Yeah.
That's a whole different bag now.
Yeah. Especially.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact. It is. I don't get you used to your dick. Get you the old dick.
Also, her news leaked. But she accidentally posted her
titties.
Yes, and like many women, she had big areolas, and
it reminds me, it's like the internet's just weird,
Yes,
bro.
and
Like I get jokes,
Yeah.
but some dudes was like, ew.
yeah, niggas was on there. Niggas was like talking about like that's a turn off and shit like that.
It's some weird ass.
Some weird ass niggas.
So
bro.
my question would be, because I don't really want to harp on her titties, but when I said that niggas saying they was turned off, my question is, I was watching Boomerang 2 last night.
Eddie Murphy Boomerang?
Yeah, you remember he pulled up the covers and seen her feet. What's the pettiest thing that's turned you off about a woman?
You just named it.
Her feet.
Dusty feet don't bother me. Nah, like that's not petty. That's just like girls supposed to get their feet and their nails done.
Yeah.
What's
I
your
feel
ass
like-
over?
I ain't gonna say, I don't think it's petty, but I can definitely say the biggest turn off that I had with a girl, it was right before me and her broke up too. I knew it was time for me to break up with her. She had left her panties at the crib after we had sex, and it was a skid mark on that motherfucker. I swear to God, it was a little skid mark, bro. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, you petty.
No.
Give me some pee-pee.
Hey,
Bro, if you had gas, just say that. You know what I mean?
Skid mark.
Yeah, that was weird. I was just like, I was already like not feeling her no more,
Mhm.
and then that happened, and I was like,
So is that under the table of hygiene, or is that just specific?
man, everybody got their day.
Yeah, everybody,
You know what I mean?
Everybody
Everybody know they swiped it a little bit, but I just think like,
That just a
I think being like stuff like that,
Straw
it's-
and broke the camel's
yeah, like, and I've had a but I was also
the
like,
shit stain that broke the camel's back.
hey man,
girl.
listen, that shit I was like, but that and just I guess I've had a girl like you said, I think like messed up feet, or just didn't really keep. Not even her feet wasn't messed up. She just never did nothing with her feet. Like I like my girls have her nails done. You know what I mean? I ain't saying yeah, you know.
That isn't me. What you Holmes? What's your? Nah, I can't do it. Petty for girl.
Kinky twist.
That sounds like some host. What? Kinky twist?
He always be saying that shit.
That shit pissed. I don't know.
You can't even have protective style. Hair black woman.
They gonna be mad, y'all.
He don't like nothing. Gray shit. You can't have no protective style, man.
I don't even think it was the kinky twist so much. It's just when she took the kinky twist out and I saw what was there, and I was just like,
So deception.
nah.
Hair deception.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm all for protectors. Get your braids, but I think the kinky twist was what it started off with, and I saw what you had, and I was like, hey, that's very bad of me.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's very bad.
You answered the question. Right? You surpassed it, motherfucker.
So switching from Offset and Cardi, we gonna go to Quavo. So he had they how it started. The thing on the internet is how it started, how it's going.
I'm a glacier boy.
They screenshotted the initial DM he sent to Saweetie, and it was a snowflake, and she sent back a honey pot or something.
Soup pot,
It
right?
was like a soup pot. It was like a soup
Ramen
pot.
noodle shit, yeah.
What the hell did that with me? I couldn't figure it out.
I mean, neither.
Alright.
There's a lot I couldn't figure out that shit, but keep going.
So I guess my question would be, because I seen everybody, the niggas gonna hate him. Like, man, that's some corny ass shit. That shit don't work.
Hey, if
Oh, you finished it? What does he do?
So my question is,
He put the I'm a glacier.
oh yeah, he said you were so icy girl, I'm a glacier boy, or whatever, right? And it worked.
If I was single, I would have been in them DMs the same way.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
So my question is, can you be corny if the person thinks you're attractive? Like, say a pickup line. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how many
You could be ugly, you could be corny, you could be broke. If the girl finds you attractive,
it's none of that.
there's none of that.
Yeah.
Girls, they say, oh, I can't date a nigga under 6 feet, and 2 weeks later, the
And then
nigga
it's
under
Megan
6
Thee
feet.
Stallion
nigga
and dick me out my
yeah, dick me out.
tongue.
It was my high school experience. Listening to these girls,
They all lie.
they all liars.
Especially in high school.
Especially in high school. That's what I'm basing this shit off. And then you get older, and you
Especially after high
realize
school.
it don't change.
Yeah.
Girls have this. They say what they want,
Yeah.
and then you look at the DMs.
Yeah. As long as, like I said, as long as you feel a nigga, he can pretty much say whatever the fuck he want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Trust me.
I've seen girls go, oh, that's creepy. Why you sending dick pics? The girl that the dude they like send a dick pic.
and it's
Side eye. Oh, that was cool. Okay.
Side eye.
Okay. So okay.
Yeah. Hey man, and shout out to Quavo, because I seen my girl Snowflake and she just hit me with the boy bye. So
Shit, I tried. I didn't even get a response.
I'm about to say I was left on red. Nigga. I was left on red, bro. That snowflake ain't work for me.
Have y'all ever messed with a corny chick? Like a chick y'all was like, damn, she kinda corny.
Yep.
What was corny about her?
Damn, which one I want to? Which story I want to
Say which one?
I don't even know if I want to call it corny. Nah,
I'm about to say, what's
that's too close.
like it's not funny or like just
Like I had a girl.
I had somebody said I know it.
buzzkill.
Yeah.
They, you know how like they might laugh at your jokes. They just overly laugh. Like that shit was funny. And I know I wasn't that funny. But it's like, I don't know if the laugh was annoying and that just made it corny, or they thought they were funny too, so they'll throw a joke back. I'm just like, bro, that shit's not funny.
I've dated girls who I was like, once I met them and actually got interacting, I was like, damn, like.
You cute, but you
Like they over laughing at their own jokes
That
type
shit's
shit. You be
annoying.
like, what? I don't know, man. I ain't. She kinda,
I'm usually the more corny nigga in this group. I'm
I
being
get
real.
that.
I'm usually the more jokey one, trying to push the
I
envelope.
definitely
corny.
probably have been corny in the relationship.
In that
That's
group.
a fact.
But most girls in general are just not as cool as they think
Yeah,
they are.
yeah.
Hey, so-
Niggas will deal with a lot more personality flaws than a woman will deal with
That's
a man.
fact.
That's a fact.
Hey, can I ask y'all a question?
What?
Would y'all, like, I know, would y'all do it if y'all haven't already did it? To date a girl that likes to sing or thinks she can sing?
Oh my God, nah. Like, first of all,
Is that?
I've been in this situation
okay,
multiple
so,
times.
I know who you talking about.
I said I've been in there multiple times.
Nah, we know who you talking about.
Fuck it, I'm drinking. My high school sweetheart was like that. Just like the same.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the type shit, fuck it. The type of nigga I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna support you, regardless of whether you hot or not.
See, that's the thing.
I'm gonna
But
support you. That's all I'm saying.
clarify it. Is it one thing if she thinks she can sing and she just sing around the house, or is it another thing if she really think like she got skills and she's like singing in your ear at the party with the
At the
music?
party, in the car, in the grocery store, at church, at your mama's house. It don't matter where you
If
at.
a nigga trying to beat, he probably gonna say whatever he got to
Nigga
say.
gonna hit you with that.
Eventually, though, after he beat,
You funny as shit.
he'll shit get real a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that.
And you might not even tell her. You be like, haha, and then your homie's looking at you, you be like,
It wasn't that they couldn't sing, because it's more than one. It's just, that shit was just so annoying.
no, it get annoying.
Yeah.
You be like, oh, you trying to be like, yeah,
Man,
you can make it.
Go make a tape then.
Just
do it.
Yeah.
You go look at the YouTube. You don't always subscribe, man.
With they Android phone,
You
goddamn.
look at your home.
Man, listen.
So I actually there were multiple girls that was
That's what I'm
on that
saying.
singing tip.
And both of the ones I think they could actually sing, but it's just like, bro, I
It's
don't
just-
want to hear that shit.
It's like you don't want to hear it and you not that nice. You can sing
You
like
straight.
You
You
straight.
can hold a note,
You hold a note.
but you ain't motherfucking Whitney Houston or
Well, they
some
gonna
shit.
kill
Like,
us if they
relax.
found out.
Shout out to y'all non-singing ass bitches. Anyway, so Migos, so that also started with the Migos and Ray Shrimmer. They was talking about having a versus. Did you see that?
I just hope that happens.
Ray Sherman and Amigos?
Yeah.
I didn't see
You
that.
ain't see that?
Hell no, I'm
Okay,
here
so-
for this.
I forgot
He was
what-
proposing that shit. He
Yeah.
missed it.
So I forgot what happened, but it started off with Sway Lee. And he was saying, I think that would be a good little battle. And then Quavo commented
what he
like,
said.
run it up. Let's do it. Like, he was like, oh, that smoke. You
It
know?
wasn't no disrespect.
No.
Okay,
No. You could tell they respected each other, all that. Like, I think it's a legit chance that it might happen. You feel me?
I'm here for that.
Cause so let's go back to that debate.
Let me ask you a question. Oh yeah,
that
we
had
need to
2
say
years
that.
ago.
Or we gonna bring it up with A-Rod back here. But let me ask you: is there any chance you rather not have no verses somewhere else, a different kind of platform,
Nope.
or you
Right
want no
there.
verses?
Wait,
I'm not
ask that
sure.
again. Ask that again.
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not sure versus that crowd, Swiss Beats, Timbaland, New York,
Is the right?
is the right celebrity, la. You know the people that be on there.
Yeah.
Is the right crowd to appreciate that kind of battle. Maybe for more so Ray Shermer because they're only hits.
Yeah.
Migo got a core fan base where they started.
I think those two groups are big enough for a versus.
They can do
Like,
verses.
they would
I just,
break-
me personally,
I think they would break the record.
I don't know.
The most viewers.
I don't know.
Randy
I just-
Martinez was kind of tough, bro.
I just feel like Migos
It's a different type of crowd gonna be there.
got two different fan bases. They got
So when you combine
an
it,
underground fan base, which would appreciate it like in a different. I don't know.
they still gonna play what they gonna play.
I think they'll be alright on versus. I think that the fan bases will follow. I think so. I think a lot now. Now that question would have been like when they were gonna do like a 3-6 Mafia Bone Thugs. Yeah, like it would have been better had they just did their own
I said that
Instagram
because when
live.
Manny Fresh battled
Scott Storch.
a
Yeah,
lot of Southern niggas was like, bro,
yeah.
this is my shit.
Yeah.
This that match that.
I just think
my
that
shit.
I just think that was a bad matchup. You know what I'm saying? Like I think
Go
had it
South
been
for
like
South.
yeah, had it been like Manny Fresh versus DJ Paul or some shit, that'd have made more sense.
Then you're not gonna have that bias.
Yeah, I think that Scott Storch, he's
as long as the matchup is okay, it don't matter.
yeah, it don't matter. And Ray Sherman and Migos is a perfect matchup. They've been in the game around the same time. They both had kind of the same success. So my question is, who do you think wins if they do that?
I wanna know, bro.
Actually, I'm going Migos.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah.
Ray Sherman, it'll be a good match. Ray Sherman's gonna get some wins.
Well,
Alright.
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard because I would say this.
You think Ray Sherman got 20?
I was just about to say this. I think that the Migos have the longer and better catalog, but the hits that Ray Shrimmer got, they have bigger hits. If that makes sense. Like their hits are bigger. Especially that first album.
Even
That
Black
first-
Beatles.
Yeah, Black Beat, literally, but you know that was kind of the passage of the turn. That's when we had the debate when we were saying who was we trying to say? What was the actual question in the debate?
Which group was hotter during the time period? Migos was not
And it was 4
hotter
years in.
before
Everybody
Ray
was 4
Sherman
years in.
until Bad and Bougie.
That's a
And
fact.
that was the debate.
Yes.
Was Migos hotter than Ray Sherman before that? Essentially, that was the debate.
They had their
And
the
somebody
Ray
was saying
Sherman,
yes, and
Ray
we were
Sherman
saying
was
no.
Yeah,
They-
Ray
they-
Sherman was hot.
That was the best group in the game.
I want to know what that first album is because they got multiple platinum hits on there. That album is probably that first Ray Sherman had a hit.
They had it.
That's probably like 3, 4, 5 times
Nicki
platinum.
Minaj.
Then they had Throw Some More.
Throw Some More. That's what I'm talking about.
No Flex Zone.
No Flex
Hold
Zone.
on, let me look it up.
Hey, it might be. I'm finna know.
Come
but
Get Her.
It might be about placement.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, we gotta.
It might be about placement.
Okay, so Shrimp Light had the No Flex Zone. This Could Be Us. Come Get Her. Throw Some More.
Throw Some More.
No Tight.
Don't get no tight.
And even like if they wanted to play Lit Like Big, you know, shit like that. Let me see what they had on the second one. The second one, they had Black Beatles,
I got a question.
Swang.
I got a question.
Mhm.
Can they play their features?
Yeah. You talking about Ray Sherman?
You
Yes.
talking about Quavo versus well, no, because
Quavo
Quavo
versus- I also got some features, but I'm not even talking about Migos. I think Migos got
Because
enough.
it's Sway Lee.
Migos got
It's
enough
not
to
good
play.
enough
But you talking about
for me.
Sway Lee.
Migos got enough to hit. I'm talking about Sway Lee.
That's what I was
That's the only one I'm
about to
talking
say.
about.
That would have to be.
If you,
Nah, he can do that.
bro,
Why you can't?
That nigga got the what's the Spider-Man joint? The Miles Morales joint.
Sunflower. Yeah. Hey man.
I want to see.
Hey, what if that nigga just go in there and play his part on single mode like so sad, so sad the whole time? He just say
He's
so
on single
sad,
mode, bro.
so sad. That's all he gonna play. So
Someone said,
sad,
someone, and
so
just
sad. Listen,
I'm finna know.
listen. I think that
Jesus Christ,
I think it's closer than niggas think. That's why I'm not.
No,
just-
that changes everything.
That's why I'm not definite just to say the Migo. I think if we had a longevity like a catalog battle, but like they would run out before the Migos ran out.
The facts. They
But
was slick out before them. They weren't
Yeah.
popping before them.
yeah,
The first song I ever heard from Ray Sherman was No, Flex Zone. Migos had fucking Hannah
Bando
Montana,
and shit.
Bando before that
Versace.
shit. Versace before that.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by the verses. I don't think verses would
You saying like
Appreciate.
little hood shit?
maybe a little more hood shit, and then
Yeah.
That's what it's missing.
but if you add a feature,
And if we talking about verses, you know that Ray Sherman's gonna outperform the Migos like
yeah, they're
with
more-
presentation
they're
wise.
more.
The Migos is going 2-step smoke blunts. Where Ray Sherman's gonna take their shirt off, break a leg or some shit, jump off some shit. So
No, that's
I'll say
one where
my
we
side,
need to make a call. Yo, y'all get on there.
you said what?
I'll say Mike get on there and start dancing.
Then start ticking a little bit. No, we didn't. Like, you know how 2 Chainz has the stripper and shit.
Yeah.
They need to do something.
Yeah, they got.
They need to do something. You can't just be over
Think they
there.
won't?
You can't.
Think when Black Beatles come on, them niggas grab the mic stand and slam the shit down on the ground or some
They might
crazy
just
shit.
even do the Black Beetle challenge shit.
Yeah, exactly. Hey man,
Take off. You need to look like you was on Bad and Blue.
look alive. Check
I'm just saying, my bro. Sweetwater Park shit, bro. You know I fuck with you. Come on.
Yeah, man. What? Okay, man. Let's switch over.
But they bring Uzi out and do that with him.
Do they? Are they not still beat?
I don't think
They
they
don't like
fucking
each
like
other,
that.
bro.
I don't know.
They come out and do that shoulder roll. That should be hard though.
and just
You
leave.
better than your boy.
Jesus. So
I was killing it.
So yeah,
Kill him
so
with the show.
Ice Cube, the Trump administration put out that he has his own version of the Queen's Child Project. So Ice Cube has been tweeting. Ice Cube has been tweeting all this Black Power.
Stop this shit, bro. The Queen's Child Project.
Hey man,
He
I'm
gotta
just-
stop saying shit like he gotta give us
You gotta give us a
a
heads up with
Nah,
this
that's
shit,
why
man.
I need the price. It's priceless. I need that. So Ice Cube, he's had his version of the Queen's Child Project. He's been going around tweeting his Black Power You know, and during these hard times.
In 2016, Ice Cube said, "I could never endorse a nigga like Trump."
Yeah, so he's been doing all that. I'm
He
talking
tweeted that
about,
shit.
you know, he's been going in, right? So the Trump administration puts out that I
That's
guess
funny on so many levels.
he's
bro.
working on a platinum plan.
It was somebody from Trump camp that tweeted Ice Cube. Shout out to Ice Cube for initiating this platinum plan. It wasn't like he said anything about it. Somebody else was like, "Oh, by the way, shout out
He
to
got
Ice
back
Cube."
door. He got back door.
He got back
He got
door.
back door. And then he tried to come out and explain himself and say, well, I sent it to the Dems too. I sent it to the Trump
They ain't saying
administration.
nothing.
Blah, blah, blah. Then he was saying like, no matter who we pick, it's still gonna be dark days. Let's blah, blah, blah. So he tried to clean it up. So first, how do y'all feel about that?
What, clean child fighter?
Just him working. Just, I guess I would say, how do you feel about him?
It's too.
Well, how he's been the last 6 months, and then kind of just that threw everybody off.
I mean, if he's doing it,
shit, he was
Yeah,
on the front lines and he was taking.
if he's doing it for the right cause and he don't care which side helps him get that project off, and the project is about black people and building up everything, then it really don't matter which side he's getting to help endorse that.
I'm asking one more time. You said it doesn't matter which side.
Whoever's
Or,
gonna
I'm not
help-
saying which side. It doesn't matter who. Forget side. I'm not gonna say that. Doesn't matter who. 'Cause that's I'm gonna have a follow up
If
question.
he has a certain agenda that he's trying to accomplish, and one person is listening and the other one ain't listening, and he's trying to get that agenda done, then
So
that's what you have.
let me ask
That
you-
may be what. If that's what only he's focused on, then you can't get mad at him for doing that. If he knows the outcome of that is gonna be bigger than just.
I agree with you 100% what you just said. Nobody would disagree with you with that. It's like you have two sides. You fuck one because they're trying to help your agenda. Let me ask you one question. Can you make deals with the devil?
Shit happen every day, B.
So you're cool with
Okay.
making deals with
I'm not saying
the
I'm
proverbial
necessarily-
devil.
I'm not saying I'm necessarily agreeing with it, but
That's different
Like I
than
said, it
saying
depends on
two
what-
sides.
it
If
depends
somebody
on-
said this is evil, this is devil, this is somebody
But
who's
the way-
not who's against everything you believe in. Could you make deals with that person?
I mean the way
And that's not saying that's
I'm
Trump.
looking at
Just
this
give
right
me-
here.
That's
It's
how
like it's more so the way he's looking at it. It's like shit. They both ain't shit. So it's like, all right, which one's gonna help my agenda to help my people?
okay.
That's fair.
So,
That's how I'm looking at it.
I'm gonna say this.
Cause I don't vote for either one.
Ice Cube.
But I'm still gonna vote.
If it,
It ain't gonna
from
be
my
Trump.
evaluation, Ice Cube played himself, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
His intentions were pure. I believe that. I believe that he wants to get shit done. First of all, let's look at when it first. Okay, this isn't the first time that Donald Trump or the Trump administration has used a black person to try to get political gain. When he first got in office, he had everybody. He had Kanye. He had Steve Harvey, Jim Brown,
Christine Michelle, whatever. her name is.
Chriselle. Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
Whatever you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So he had all the Chriselle Michelle, whatever the fuck.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
I had Chrisette Michelle. There we go.
Yeah.
Shit. Give an easier name.
Yeah.
So yeah. So look. So
30 minutes in.
and that was all for like his own propaganda, right? Then my thing is, Ice Cube gotta be more aware, which it looks to me that Ice Cube didn't know they were gonna just tweet that out. But
That's a
when,
fact. That's
when he
why
said that, Trump is trying to get elected. He needs some kind of black vote. So
Shit was-
I don't think that
genius.
it doesn't come off. It looks to me like it was just an opportunity to try to like say, hey, look, guys, I work with black people. It didn't really look like that the Trump administration is really trying to work with Ice Cube's points. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he played himself. Now, do I think his intentions were pure? Yes. So am I really on his head? No. But you gotta be smarter than that. As a nigga who's been like the most intelligent, heartfelt guy the last few months, ever since George Floyd, like people been looking for you for the answers.
As a leader, as a voice,
Yeah, you gotta realize, like, nigga,
every move you do.
there's an opportunity behind what they're trying to do for you.
But see, the difference is, and I look at this way different. If he was just switched and started backing everything that they said. Like he didn't even say that they were behind it and what he was trying to do. He kept it quiet. So it's like he's like, I'm not doing this for no gain, and I'm not trying to. I'm not saying I made a deal with you, so I'm gonna try to get you.
We're not. No, look. What we're saying is we're not. I'm not saying.
I get what you're saying.
I'm not saying that. Like I said, his intentions were good. He was trying to do good for what he could do. But what I'm saying is, bro, it's election time. We're elected in less than a month. You gotta understand the position you put yourself in. You put yourself in a position to be used.
So Justin, do you feel like the outrage is warranted towards him? Because
it depends on
it's different to say.
It depends on what the outrage is. Like some people outrage where I see them like oh, he's a coon. Oh, he let us down. That shit
so
isn't
the
warranted.
majority from I seen on Twitter, on Black Twitter, which is a loud minority.
Yes.
We all realize that now,
Yes.
but it's pretty much cancel Ice Cube. Like you're a hypocrite.
Yeah, no, I don't think that we should
I
cancel
don't think
Ice
he's been a
Cube.
hypocrite because-
But I think that the criticism he deserves is like Ice Cube. Be smarter than that.
Yeah.
This 500 billion. Why even send that to either one of them when basically we don't know who's gonna be in power in a month. Why not work this out after? If you're saying it don't matter either side, well then let's work on it. You propose that plan after somebody's elected.
So
that's how I look at it.
You brought up a point where I'm like, okay. Initially, I was just like, we need more patience as Black people, before we criticize people just to understand when something happened. Like Ice Cube didn't endorse Trump.
No, I don't think he endorsed him. No.
And it's like, people say,
That's more so me thinking it's a deal with the devil.
forgive me. People say vote, but it's like sometimes you vote in the lesser two evils. Like Joe Biden was the author of the crime bill. I'm not tiptoeing around that. He put niggas in jail. That was him. So it's like I'm not. What's to say? Who got the Black agenda? I saw the debates. They were arguing against each other. Nobody said what I'm gonna do for the Black people.
That was the shortest timed. Subject of the whole debate.
So Trump. So if Cube has a way to say, look, this is something that can help us, and Trump might be able to facilitate that, at least read the article before you doing it. That's all I'm saying about that.
Yeah, a lot of. I don't think to the extent of the outrage that he should have got people like, especially, and shit like that is definitely gonna piss off Black women.
That's a fact.
And I don't have nothing wrong with Black women, but I just think that sometimes we jump a little overboard with the criticism. Like they I seen them saying, "Oh, that's what men do every time. They switch it up on you just when you get to know them." Blah, blah, blah.
Damn.
And I was just like, bro.
Read the article.
I think now that's why I say if he would have did this after, let's say Trump get reelected, and he was to do it, it would have been a smarter move to me.
This is timing and reading the room and understanding.
Exactly.
Understand that if you propose this, and you even do any kind of business with the devil, they can use you.
Yeah, I mean, because it's one thing I will say, like people don't understand discourse, like and just because me and you may not agree, there has to be some kind of discourse. There has to be some kind of talks. There has to be something. If y'all really want something done, y'all want some kind of change, we know it might be a long shot. But I can't be mad at Ice Cube for wanting discourse. I just think, like you said, he should have read the room. Like the timing was terrible. They outed you. They played you. They trying to use you as a campaign
It's a
tool.
token.
Yeah.
But my thing is like Justin, in this era, discourse is like there's no discourse. There's no discussion.
Yeah.
It's reaction.
It's true.
It's reaction.
That's why I think that some people are probably like, why even talk to them? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I think that if they do discourse, there's gonna be something done. But at some point, if we really do want something like that extent to be done, there does have to be talk. Do I think that it's gonna work with Ice Cube and him? No, but shit, nigga, go ahead if that's what you want to do.
Shouts out to Dr. Umar Johnson. He said, I ain't gotta like my politician. We try to like people too much.
Facts.
Obama, we liked Obama. Shouts out to Obama. He represented the first Black president in America. He inspired so many. But as far as policy, what did he do for Black people? Yeah, we'll talk about that later. You can like whoever you want. You need to be able to deal with somebody who's gonna appeal to what you want.
Mhm.
So I don't have to like you to do business with you. He said that on Nick Cannon podcast.
Yeah,
You can do business. I mean, you don't deal with everybody you like.
yeah.
So it's just that's an ode to Ice Cube. Maybe I don't like Trump, but if he's in a position to help us and it helps him,
Yeah. Cause they was calling him MAGA Cube instead. Did y'all see MAGA Asian Doll, the rapper?
I heard what she was saying. I'm not.
She just was like, this is how small.
I'm not voting for Biden. I'm voting for Trump because stop me when I'm wrong. When he gave us money.
Yeah, he's like, you know, that 12, I know he giving a lot of people money right now. She's basically trying to insinuate niggas are scamming off of this shit, and that
I can't lie.
$1,200 help somebody else.
That hurt.
That's what I'm like.
That hurt me.
That,
It hurt watching that.
Yeah, when I seen that, I was like, you a dumb,
You a fool.
uneducated bitch.
Don't educate me. You can fuck with Trump. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
That's why.
$1,200?
That's why he said go get
Niggas
another $1,200 after
Because
he
niggas
get
was scamming.
First of all,
Okay.
but Nick, first of all, them niggas is going to jail. Let's just put that
How
out
many
there.
niggas is going to jail for that shit?
It's gonna be a lot of niggas
That's a
in federal
long, that's a
prison.
short business loan and
Yes.
niggas trying to scam off that shit. I got
Yes.
a partner who worked with me and he's like, yo, I'm starting my short business. I was like, yo, be careful with that loan.
Yeah.
Like, they don't play with this.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a free lunch in America,
Yes.
my nigga.
Niggas are going to jail, so let's put that out there. Second of all, a scammer gonna get money either way. It don't matter. It don't matter.
It's a new scam.
Niggas was scamming when Obama was here. Niggas was
Forex.
scamming with like what is like
Forex is real. Like, how
Yeah.
the fuck you turn Forex into a scam? Like,
and what is $1,200? That's not even like niggas rent.
hey, she happy about $200.
You know what I'm
I bet you
saying?
can give her $40.
I see why goddamn Gucci dropped your ass.
I guarantee you
Just
can pay
pissed me
$40.
off. It's just like, bro.
And then she tried to clean it up. I don't fuck with neither one of them.
Oh, like,
Nah.
oh, you already endorsed it. You said fuck Trump.
Bitches and hoes.
Because you got
Hey, it's time to
$1,200.
call out. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
So your boy got charged, man.
I don't speak on open cases.
I was hoping you had, we was going back to court. You had the problems and shit to come back to negate what he did.
I don't speak on open
Because
cases.
apparently that shit was unneeded because we just gotta wait another week. And then it's back to reality.
Do you think that Tory put that shit on himself?
I don't speak on open cases.
I'm like, okay, well, we ain't gonna talk to you then. Do you think Tory put that on himself?
I felt the timing was interesting.
Yeah.
Like, we was like, there's no case, he ain't charged. He finally speaks, and then he's charged.
Yeah, I think he put it on himself. I think he lit a fire into the DA. Like, nah, we can't have this man just walking around thinking that, you know, he's not scared. Because my thing is like, sometimes
That's a
it take a
fact.
while to charge a nigga. So they were probably already in the process of
Speak
getting
on that
it
again,
together.
listen, like, people say men have ego.
Yeah.
You know what else has ego? The criminal justice system.
Yes.
You think
Yes.
they gonna let you just parade around them and
Facts.
Yeah, I know people get charged all the time, right?
We didn't say nothing
I
about
didn't-
him being guilty.
I didn't say.
We said-
how do you feel
I
about
could-
being charged?
Yes. Listen to the
And you
question.
said you had all to say, and then we start speaking. Now you
I
got
just asked
something
a
to say.
question.
We didn't say nothing
Nothing had
about
nothing to do
is
with
he
that.
guilty? Is he not? I think he lit a fire. He spit in the face of the district attorney by putting that album
Oh,
out.
nigga, you don't think we're gonna charge you, nigga?
Yeah, you think that they don't think that he's guilty? This is their job to think that a nigga guilty.
But I
Literally.
add you a bitch and a half.
Nah.
Alright.
Nah, so that nigga.
From the last episode, we said don't jump to conclusions. Just speak on what we see, and it's pretty consistent. He didn't.
He should have just shut up like he had been doing, honestly.
But you
You
said that's how you
appreciate-
wanted it.
you
You said that's how you
appreciate-
wanted it. You
I'm
wanted
saying,
music.
if he was gonna speak, I would rather it be in music
Yeah.
than getting drunk and getting on live.
Uh-huh.
Who said to get drunk? Why he had to get drunk to get on live? Why he couldn't just get on live clear-minded and say, hey, look,
Well,
I
if he
ain't
wasn't
do
that
it. I just figured it out. All my fans this. I just want to let y'all know I'm
I still
innocent.
felt like-
I can't give you details to the case, but you know, through time, stuff will prevail. I can't speak on open cases. I just want to say I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm out.
Yeah, and so-
That's exactly the type of shit he should have did.
If
Probably.
somebody gonna get in the comments and say something that's gonna like hit that nerve and he just gonna spat
Now
it
if you get on, you get off. This is a professional Instagrammer.
So this is how I
Instagram
feel.
live nigga.
I feel like if cases take time. That's a fact. But I feel like they had the evidence in the bag originally. They would have charged him. This might be a response literally to what he's saying.
It could be.
So his lawyer might be like, they ain't
But it
do
also
shit.
could be that new evidence turned up.
Possibly. They might have new evidence.
Think about
or
it. Think
his
about
lawyers
it.
might
Think
be
about
like,
and or they could have been holding on. Maybe they was trying to get Megan on board, trying to just secure the case.
oh,
You know what I'm
get a
saying?
witness.
Yeah. Maybe a new witness stepped up. You never know. I don't know what they had. You know what I'm saying? But maybe let's think of
Fact. We don't know what they have.
think about just think about where he was at. It's like he's in a residential neighborhood in a rich neighborhood. Niggas got rings. Niggas got cameras on every corner.
Niggas got white privilege.
So it might be that niggas really they got
a
cameras.
witness come out of
It's
nowhere.
just a matter of getting their shit together. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a fact. I do feel like it's just
But he
chapter
definitely-
3 of a long book.
Yes, yes.
We're next week we're gonna have a whole different thing.
I just felt like
but
it
this
was.
right here is just an arraignment next week. It's not. We're not getting that.
Yeah, I mean,
next
like
week.
we ain't saying he going.
No, no, I'm
he
just
trial.
saying-
Yeah, he
I'm saying
he
he's just
good
gonna-
right
he's gonna
now. I
plead.
mean,
I do hope we get some resolution.
let me ask you this: if he, let's say that he ends up not wanting to go to court and he takes a plea, how do you feel about that?
He did that shit, bro. That's how I feel about that shit.
Yeah.
If he takes a plea, he did that shit. I get it. Niggas take pleas, I get it. But at the end of the day, based on everything I see, I'm gonna draw my conclusion that he did it.
Yeah, if you so, cause he's so strong on it, like God got me and I'm this and I'm that, and he's so gun ho on that album, saying he didn't do it, and he's saying stuff.
I'm not saying it's impossible that he didn't do it. What I'm saying, I'm drawing my conclusion.
Yeah, if you,
I'm a logical nigga based on everything that I've seen.
Everything.
cause the evidence has to
Everything
come
I've seen,
out.
everything I heard. That I'm waiting. There's no evidence. Lawyer, I'm good. Lawyer talking my song. Did I do it? No, I didn't do it. Who did it? Did you really get shot? I don't know if you get. You know,
Yeah.
he just drew doubts
And
off.
then my thing is if you take the plea, that means that the evidence has to be shown, right, to both sides. So that means your lawyer comes and say, hey, look, it's not looking good for you.
Not
This is the
looking good.
best deal I can get for you.
Take this.
Based
2
on the
years,
evidence, this is the best deal I can do for you.
probation.
A year and a
2
half,
years, year and a half.
good
Time
behavior.
served, and you get out,
maybe
whatever
you
it is.
save deportation.
You say
Or
deportation.
some shit.
Keep get this on the record, and then whatever it is, and that's his business. It's
And
smart.
I'm not even sure if that's gonna be what the actual is, but that's just an example.
Probation.
Depending on, we don't know, but
If you assault somebody with a gun in California, strict gun laws, and you're not from the States, you're not getting just probation.
I just want a resolution, bro. I
Yeah.
want either him to admit he did it, or
Maybe even if he was to say,
Honestly, that's what I want.
listen, I didn't mean to hit her. I was shooting at the ground. Boom, a fragment hit her in the foot.
and then we will respond accordingly.
Yeah, you still gonna be a fuck nigga, but maybe it's not as big of a like I just tried to shoot her in the foot.
And that's what I said initially. Like
That's
maybe,
why I initially
maybe he thought he was drunk. Like, bitch, you don't leave. Pow, pow. And then it did. It's like, oh my god, I didn't realize what I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I will say, it don't matter now.
It don't. Now that you did the album, you did. You
After
put
the
yourself in
album
a.
did.
You put yourself in a position to where there's no sympathy at all. If you
If you
did
had any
if you
any
did
part
do
of it.
Yeah. So. Quick little cap nigga of the week that I thought. Did y'all see Black Youngster's fake lawyer? Did y'all see that shit? Did y'all see that shit?
What's that shit?
So I guess Black Youngster and the whole CMG, the people that he was with, like Lil Migo, that's one of his artists and shit. They're in Dallas when they got arrested. He got arrested once again for gun charges. He got like 3 pending gun charges. So unless Black Youngster got motherfucking Johnny Cochran or some shit, there's gonna be some time served around this motherfucker. But it was a lawyer. People are still trying to figure out if he's a lawyer. Like he looked like a street nigga. He's saying he's a lawyer. I'm assuming he is a lawyer in Dallas. He went up to the courtroom. He went up to the jail, and on his story, it was the lawyer's birthday. And he's like, man, I heard Black Youngster in the prison, man. I'm gonna come get you, bro. La 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 la. I'm gonna come get you out. And so then he takes a picture, and Black Youngster is on like the little jail phone, and he's going like this with the middle finger and shit. And he was like, yeah, we working right now, la 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 la. Black Youngster gets out. It turned out it was a clout move. that the nigga went up there and was like, hey, you know, can I help you? He was like, bro, I don't even know you. Niggas talking about my lawyer told me to come, you know what I'm saying, my lawyer here. He's like, my lawyer don't even live in Dallas, so I'm confused. I come out there, you know, he's saying like they got me stuck in there because they wouldn't open the door yet. So I'm sitting here talking to this nigga and he tried to take a picture. That's why I'm like this, like fuck this nigga. So it was a real clout move and he been trying to explain it, the lawyer and all that. I just want to say that's the cap nigga of the week for me. Him and Asian Dog.
Cap nigga of the year, bro.
Like you a lawyer.
I feel like everything he do at this point is for clout.
Yeah.
So it's like that's not surprising.
Yeah. Well, no. What I'm saying was it wasn't Black Youngster's idea. Black Youngster was locked up, and a lawyer / street nigga
I'll try to get some clout.
tried to get some clout off Black Youngster.
I misunderstood it. My bad.
Yeah, I was just like, what else? And it was like a big debate. I was like, yeah, that's he's the cap nigga of the week for me. Him and Asian Dog. You know what I'm saying?
Asian Dog.
Asian Dog got it for me.
That shit kind of it just hurt me watching that shit. I was like, you can have your opinion, but it's like, come on, be more educated.
Yeah.
Just a little more research.
Don't be that person, yes. So that's it for the trending topics. We gonna get to what's the scenario.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. Say what? Say what? Say what?
Scenario.
Hey.
Alright. So your girlfriend and your mom, they don't get along, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, your mom has been the culprit. You know, she started the things or whatever, started the issues.
Mm-hmm.
This time, she ain't do anything. But, you know, past frustration set in for your girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
and she just snapped on your mom like she's never snapped before, right?
Okay.
How do you handle that situation, and do you feel like your girl is wrong?
That's a good question, bro. Because my mom done put in work, belittling. I mean, that's not work. Belittling. Yeah. And
Chrisette Michelle?
Chrisette Michelle. That sounds like a name for cat. And then eventually, that one random time my mom might say something, it's not even that big deal. I'm gonna snap.
Mm-hmm.
How do I handle it?
Yup.
Shit, Brandon, how do you handle it?
Deal with that situation separately. Mom, look, you gotta take that one to the chin. You always coming at her neck. Like, and now that she respond, you can't take what you dish. Yeah, she was wrong this time, and I'm gonna talk to her about that. But you gotta take that to the chin. When I get home, hey, you ain't have to do it like that. I understand why you did that, but come on, I can't. I'm not mad at you. I understand why you did it, but just next time, you know, let's try to on both ends. Y'all gotta try to figure out some type of middle ground, because both of y'all gonna be in my life forever. So we gotta figure out a way to work this out. But I get why you did it. Just to let you know that wasn't right.
Yeah, I pretty much agree. I agree with that. I'm probably gonna sit there and I'm gonna be like, yo, y'all get prepared, because we gonna sit down, we gonna talk about this, because I'm dead in this. This shit is done. We not having this. Sometimes you gotta be the authority in that situation. Listen, sometimes they need to see you. That's probably the issue at hand too. You going back and forth I'm telling you, you need to chill. I'm telling you, you need to chill. No, we gonna sit in here together. We gonna sit in this room. You gonna sit right here. I'm gonna sit right here. You gonna sit right there. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to discuss y'all issues. We gonna discuss it like grown adults, and we're gonna come to some kind of. Y'all don't have to be best friends, but we gonna make sure that this is not happening when we are around each other. When we are around each other. Now, and if you can't, then you don't have me.
Who you said that to?
Both. If neither one, if y'all can't, both of y'all are the women in my life. My mom is my mom. My wife is my wife. That's like my bluff card. But
yeah, I see.
But obviously it's a bluff card. But what I'm saying is, if we have this talk and this happens again, then now me and you have a personal issue, like a really personal issue. And this is for either one of y'all.
I'm disassociating myself with your family, and we're not together.
Yeah.
It's a bluff card.
It's a little bluff.
That's a big ass.
If it's decaying down to this point where you fed up, sometimes you gotta do that.
That's interesting, man. I don't know, like,
sometimes
depending on how your mom is, because usually a lot of the times the mom is the
Strong.
strong. You know,
She
strong
has the
will on
ownership.
her. She has the
This is my baby.
yeah type shit.
She
So
can
it's
never
kinda
turn his back on his mama.
yeah. So it's like, I think that's a good idea. You sit them both down and you talk. You're like, Mom, you antagonize this. This came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Never says nothing. This came because you've been doing that. So I should have did this before. We gonna do this now, and you move on from there. But it's interesting, man. I don't know how that was gonna work. The bluffs might scare both of them straight.
Yeah.
And that's might look at you crazy like, nigga, you ain't going nowhere.
And that's
But then, and
that's good if they both can agree.
Well, first if they feel, yeah. Well, my thing is,
They can both be like, nigga,
But
you
you know
ain't
what?
going nowhere.
But
Type
look,
shit.
if they both say, yeah, maybe. But if they don't respect you enough to where they feel like it's a joke and they gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do anyway, then sometimes you might have to demonstrate. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like you could keep your bluff going. Go check into a hotel for a couple nights.
Both of y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Don't answer your mama call for a couple times. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
Motherfuckers gonna get this shit right.
They don't get it.
And I'm willing to
This
go
nigga
to the
said gonna
extreme.
check in the hotel. Nigga, don't come home, boy. You gonna have a bigger problem on your hands.
No, I wouldn't.
Not if it's based off that.
Yeah, if I'm telling you why I'm not coming home,
They'll be like, yo,
That's
y'all,
on
if
you.
y'all not gonna respect what I'm saying,
I'm gonna
Watch
demonstrate. Yeah, watch this.
I agree with that. Somebody's gonna get in line.
Yeah, so we gonna get this shit correct. So, yeah, next question. It's time for you and your fiance to work out your wedding plans. This was the wedding edition,
Me go.
inspired. Okay, so it's time for you and your fiance to work out wedding plans.
Oh, I'm good. We could do fiance questions now. But woo.
You and her brother have never got along, but she wants to put him in the wedding.
This shit is only about family.
But you can't be no fake nigga. You tell her no, and it's final. After her asking that multiple times,
She wants me to put
her brother in the
on my
wedding.
side.
Yeah, just
Okay.
You gonna be a bridesmaid, nigga?
A groomsman.
yeah. She wants my brother. I want
yeah.
my brother to be a groomsman in your wedding, but you don't fuck with that nigga. It's clear.
You better
He
make
knows
a
you. Know.
bridesmaid.
So look, you tell her no, and it's
Oh, my
final.
shit today, bro. What's up?
After asking multiple times, she finally comes to you and just says, "I think it's unfair that you won't compromise." And you said you think it's unfair that you would even ask me that.
Mhm.
Who was in the right?
Can I go? 100% me. Like I can't control your bridesmaid. My groomsman is me. That's my side. That's I choose who. You can ask.
Yeah,
When I tell you, you know I don't fuck with him.
yeah.
If that's your brother, you love him that much.
Yeah.
Tell the nigga to put on a dress and stand on your side.
Or tell her, put on a matching tux.
Matching tux color.
Tell that nigga,
and stand on your fucking
tell
side.
that nigga to your daddy get your left arm out. He let him take your right. Tell him be a
Yeah.
flower boy or some shit.
Yeah, like I don't fuck with him. Why the fuck? My side's full. My niggas is with me.
Yeah.
I'm not putting your duck ass brother on my side.
On God.
And I have the right to do that because it's me.
It's my wedding too.
It's my wedding too.
I think women get under the misconception that this is the biggest day of my life. This is my wedding. This is what I want to do. Well, it's obviously the biggest day of your life too. You know what I'm saying? So
And this is no disrespect. I'm saying this is my choice. This if anything, it's your wedding. You can choose everything else.
yeah,
I can choose my niggas.
yeah,
If one day you said I don't fuck with him, I don't even want him to be in my wedding. That's different than saying
Yeah.
I can't. You pick who's gonna stand next to me.
and then my question would be why are you so gun ho? Why are you so gun ho on him being in the wedding? Is it because you caring about how the fuck he gonna feel about it, or your
Or-
mama, or your daddy, or
or
your
me.
other siblings, or some shit? Like you worrying about that? Cause that let me know you worry about the wrong person feelings. You know what I'm saying?
So her pops is paying for the whole wedding. And she find out the whole
Man,
wedding.
listen, Pop,
And you know
Pop.
Oh wait!
the whole wedding.
I can't get like a little
Pops,
bit
Pops.
of that,
Pops paying for the whole thing.
Listen, Pops, you gonna
And
respect
he's like,
this.
nah, but if my son can't be in it.
brother. Come on over.
Sell out.
You know you was my nigga. Day one. That nigga paid for the whole wedding, my nigga.
I know I added more to it, but then right there just a spice it up a little bit.
You know how expensive? My nigga, come over here. You know we been cool
I'm
since
trying to
day
think.
one.
I'm trying to think.
You finna downgrade.
I ain't been to lose out on no money.
That's different.
But I'm gonna tell.
That's different.
You know what I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna pull him to the side and be like, "Hey, nigga, the only reason you even in this motherfucking wedding is because your daddy, off the strength of your daddy,
Off the strength,
You
you
gotta tell them that at the reception.
I'm
nigga.
telling you before we even go out, right before they come out from the little side though.
You gonna be last.
Yeah, he gonna be last on the end.
You gonna be last man.
I'm gonna let him know, hey nigga,
You gonna get the
I'm
ugly
with you.
bridesmaid.
I just respect your daddy and I respect what he doing for us. Just know I don't fuck with you, nigga.
You get the ugly bridesmaid.
Yeah, take that suit off and
That shit
finish,
gonna
nigga.
kill me when they where you just sit.
So yeah, I mean, I think I did sum it up.
For it.
You paying for it? I ain't listening. You don't even go into debt because of weddings.
What?
Hell no.
That nigga now?
Yeah.
Get your lame ass on the end, nigga.
Then I ain't never been no fool. I might have been a lot of things. I ain't no fool.
Get your lame ass on the end, nigga.
Yeah, I'm still goddamn degrade your punk ass.
I'm gonna cut you off like Brandon Dicker. Kick you off.
Who I cut up?
Anyway, so you and
off camera.
so you and your drunk uncle get into it at Thanksgiving, right?
Tripping.
He tells you that you're adopted out of spite. Turns out everyone in the whole family already knew that, except you.
Start over. Say one more time.
You and your drunk uncle get into it on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
He tells you that you're adopted out of spite.
Jesus.
Turns out everyone in the whole family knew it. It's true. You the only one didn't know. I'm talking about your siblings, obviously your parents, your aunt, your uncles, your cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Can you still be cool with your family?
Have they been good to me outside of that? Everything else?
Sure.
Can still be cool with them.
And it don't necessarily it don't necessarily even have to be like adopted like you weren't conceived by nobody. It could have been like your mom was pregnant by another nigga and he didn't want to take care of you and I met her and I legally adopted you. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm
So
saying?
my mama's still my mama?
Let's say, I'm saying both instances. So like say your mama is still your mom, but your dad ain't your dad. Your dad really just stepped up.
If my mama's
And
still my
adopted.
mama, I can still be cool.
Yeah.
But if it's on something like my mama best friend had a baby at a wedlock and then
Yeah,
the best friend
yeah.
died and she's adopted and everybody knew with me,
Yeah.
the type of nigga I am, I can see some resentment build up. Because
Yeah.
it's like, y'all been lying to me my whole life. And
Yeah.
for me to find out this way, for the uncle that we got into it,
Yeah.
and he said it like that, and everybody knew it was at me,
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna be like right away. It's gonna be like tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give
I need to go to counseling. Or
I'm gonna be like, yeah, that shit's just not cool. Everything did for me. I might not be beefing with y'all, but I can't. It changes everything.
Yeah.
It changes everything. Y'all lied to me my whole life.
And now you gotta go out searching and seeing what's going on.
Yeah, it just
Trying to
changes
figure
everything.
out shit.
It causes a divide.
I think for me, my issue would be, let's say either way, my issue would just be everybody else know, but I didn't. Like
That's one of it.
when were you gonna tell me? Or
It
we
never
just gonna-
was.
And that's my thing. So
Some weird shit.
I wouldn't necessarily be mad at everybody, but I would need to know who's the one who told y'all basically to keep this a secret. Who's trying to keep this a secret?
Bro, I'm mad at everybody.
My whole thing.
I mean, you can't be mad at your
I'm
siblings.
mad at everybody. They all knew. Everybody knew except me. How my youngest sibling knows?
I might be mad tonight, but tomorrow y'all gotta sit down and give me a real explanation of the reason.
still gonna be mad.
I'm gonna be upset, but
It's not
if you
gonna
can give me an
change it.
Yeah, I'm
explanation,
gonna
that
be
make me
resentful.
understand.
I'm gonna be resentful, bro. Like, bro,
Yeah, but it's-
everything you know is changed. Everything you know is changed.
You don't even know who you are. No
You don't
more.
know who you are no more.
Like I said, if it's for the right reason, and you can give me a logical reason to make me understand and be like, okay, I get why you did it. Might not agree, but I get it.
I'll be like this.
Sounds
I respect that you were trying to, that you came and you took care of me. You done everything for me. I
And
appreciate
that's what I'm saying.
that.
I might not. Sorry to cut you off, but I might not beef with you.
Yeah.
Because that's the difference between beefing with you, like fuck y'all. I might not say fuck y'all, but all our closeness inside of your shit, I might separate myself from y'all now.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm in a position to do it.
Yeah.
All right, I need distance myself.
Yeah.
You know? There's no beef, but
yeah.
I need distance myself.
I need time.
I need time.
I need time. Give me, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm ready to come and talk and figure things out and just, and I want to know. I want answers. I want questions. I want to know where's the person. I need to know all this shit.
That's a fact.
So I don't know. Last question, y'all. So you and your girlfriend, y'all been together 8 months. You put her on a couple scams or whatever, right? She couldn't stop. She gets in the way for 22 months. So almost 2 years. She wants you to hold it down for her and not have sex with anyone else. Do you oblige? Or do you stay in a relationship with her? Give me what you think.
I got her locked up.
You put her on the scam. She took it a little bit. She did a little too much with the scam, but you put her on it.
Mm-hmm.
She had too much diplomacy.
She gets locked up. She wants you to. She gets locked up for 22 months. She wants you to hold it down, stay faithful. She said, "Don't fuck no other bitches."
Damn near 2 years.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let's throw one in. She didn't snitch on you.
Hey girl, do your time. Don't worry about me. I'm good. I'm gonna hold it down. You gonna be straight when you get out.
So that means you gonna lie to her?
I keep it 50.
2 years. Can we like short that to like how long?
Maybe she can get out on good behavior.
I got,
like, you know.
I get 8.5 months. I'm gonna do 8.5. 2 years.
I'll just tell her straight up. I'll be like, look, I can hold you down, make sure you taken care of, blah, 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 blah. But occasionally, I might have to get my meat wet. Like, can you be cool with that?
She buy you a bulb, dog.
I ain't
Nah,
fucking
fam.
no up, no.
I'm not a
That
weirdo.
shit what?
I'll tell her, look,
Ain't with no.
it's not like I'm about to be out here. I won't be in relationships with other motherfuckers. Like me, put it like this. If I go to jail,
It's water.
if I go to jail and say my girl is like, no.
JK. JK.
If I go to jail and my girl's like, I'm holding it down, like I'm staying, la la la, like okay,
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell her, listen, I ain't saying go out here and be a hoe, but and I ain't telling you what to do. Just know when I get out, whatever you got going on needs to be shut down. Facts.
Pretty much.
That's different.
And that's what I can tell, and that's what I'll tell her. Like,
I'm gonna tell my girl.
you
That's
asking me
this
to
podcast day. I want to tell my girl like, I got you. And whatever happens, we would do it after you get out.
I mean, it's kind of like the same thing.
But if it's the other way around, bitch, you better hold this shit down.
Oh man.
Nah, because
Hey, I fuck with you though.
not because the reason why I say that because when I get out and you just have some old new dick, that's a whole new Pandora's box we gotta open up.
It's already been open.
That. So it's like you can say, okay, this is a wrap. And she's like, okay. And then 6 months later, you find out you got a side nigga. That nigga ain't going nowhere.
Well, listen.
That's all. I rather try to like force it in your head. You gonna hold it down,
I ain't gonna.
regardless if you do or not.
I ain't gonna force you. I just feel like, okay, if anything, the benefit you gonna get from that is at least you was taken care of in jail. And on the worst, right? On the flip side, like say you in jail, and your girl holding it
Nah,
down.
nigga, this is at least you was taken care of.
I mean, do you know how?
What wrong with you, nigga?
Do you know how? So have you ever had like family members incarcerated or some shit like that?
No.
Them niggas don't. Niggas in jail need entertainment.
Mhm.
And they need money.
Mhm.
These niggas, when they got a girl, them niggas appreciate that shit. Like that shit is like that's all they have. So what I'm saying is, let's say that you do get out and she got a side nigga.
Mhm.
At least she held it down, but you can
I
go.
hope I don't make it back in jail. That nigga gone.
All I'm saying
I
is,
just I can't speak of a nigga in jail. 'Cause I don't relate to that.
Mhm.
What I will say is that I can speak to a nigga that a girl dealt with another nigga. It just don't work.
you can't say that don't work. You
for
can't
me,
say that don't work.
for me.
Because I've seen girls who, you know, they mess with other niggas, and then when they need to get out, it's
Hey, y'all
I haven't seen that.
I have.
Yeah.
And I can tell your name after.
Y'all ever messed with a girl while her nigga was in jail? And then knew your room when he got out and just faded out like you was just the bestie?
I was never.
I haven't did that.
I was
but I've
never
heard of niggas
great.
doing it.
No, I was a great sign nigga, but I was never like that close.
Oh, okay.
I was never that close.
Yeah.
Like I was the main.
I think
you
okay,
was
so
like
I
the
think
main while he was in jail.
Yeah.
okay, so I think you just
Hell
speaking
nah.
from inexperience because
Maybe.
I've seen it. It's possible. It's very possible. It's
You realize,
mostly possible.
I'm speaking for me though, as far as the nigga in jail, not the nigga outside there. Nigga in jail.
Nah, I just was asking.
No, I'm just saying.
And my girl supposed to be hold me down, and then
No,
she
what I'm
get
saying
with
is,
another
I think what I'm trying to say is, I guess you're saying it speaking off of kind of like that's the only way you see it happening, and I'm saying like that
Yes.
can happen.
Yes,
That's a risk,
and-
but there is an I've
So
seen
if
it is
she's-
possible that she can. I'm not saying she out here just slumming it, just fucking with everybody, but she may have had a couple flings,
That might be worse.
and she might have told niggas
To be
from the
honest
jump.
with you, that
She
might
might
be
have told
worse.
niggas from the jump.
If she was just slaying everybody and then have the two that was for sure. Yes, that's a problem, bro. You can come back home.
I don't want to know. So if it's
Not
if
if
that's
she
what you're
shut it
doing out
down.
there, if that's what you're doing out there, hey, as long as your business is handled, but I don't need to know.
That's gonna be
I don't
she
need.
told-
that's gonna be another what scenario. Homie gonna come up to you like, bro.
Then we
You know,
Then that's when we gonna deal with the consequences of whatever's going on. You know what I'm saying? If your girl tell you, look, I told the nigga, my nigga gonna be home. He just got damn paroled. He gonna be out in 2 weeks. I told you from the jump that this is what it is. And then if the nigga got an issue after that, we'll handle that accordingly.
Podcast. I got a question for. I got a question for a girl.
We should have one. So
How long can she hold out for dick?
it depends on the girl you ask.
I already got an idea for next week, so we just hold on to that question.
Facts.
But yeah, give us them facts and caps, buddy.
Yeah. You on your first date with a girl, right?
Mhm.
Or the girl's on the first date. Is it appropriate to ask the girl, what's your relationship like with your father on the first date? Facts and cap. Is that an appropriate question?
I'll say cap.
I'm gonna say cap. I got my.
Explain it.
I'm gonna say cap just because you're diving deep and you don't know this person, and let's say that she does it and say that's a trigger for you to even ask her that because
That's a couple of essays, but keep going.
So for you, maybe that's what you wanted to know, and maybe that's like I'm out.
No, okay, let me rephrase.
But-
that why would you ask that question if it's not a trigger? Keep going.
You said why would you ask?
No, I was answering myself.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm saying like that could be a trigger for her. And my thing is, you're on the first date, right? You saying you might have lost you a good relationship, a good person, just because you're asking those type of questions. Like I feel like that's not your place to ask that yet. Later on, like you don't have to ask those type of questions. Once a person, if you really fuck with them, and once you get their trust, they'll open up to you, and you can figure, and then you take it from there. You know what I'm saying? But
Patience is the key. though.
yeah, like I mean, I just like the same way I asked the question like before. Like, are you can a girl ask like, what's your wage? And we was like, no. Then what? I feel like it's more appropriate for you to ask her what she does or her wage or whatever than you are to ask her about her relationship with her father on the first date.
I can't be cat now because I answered that question.
I just feel like that's a little too personal, buddy.
That's
Unless it
personal.
goes there on the first date.
I just feel like it's like 155 more questions I'm gonna ask you before I get to that one.
Yeah, because then it's like, so what does that mean when you're asking that? It comes off kind of like,
Hey, if you got
Arrogant.
any issues, I'm out.
yeah, it kind of comes off arrogant. Like, what's your relationship with your father?
I understand that. That's a fact. Maybe it's the delivery. So y'all having a conversation. Be like, okay. I know this is weird.
You ask
So
me interview questions.
I'm the guy. This is weird, girl.
You trying to hire more, aren't you?
So I'm just like,
That ain't no second.
I was like, so we've been having a good time. So throw it out left field. What's your relationship like with your father?
See, this is
this is
where,
what I'ma do.
and
I'ma
this
be
is
like,
why
check
delivery is
please.
wrong. And this is why delivery is wrong. You should have been like, tell me about yourself, where you come from. Tell me something about your parents, how your relationship with your parents. That's acceptable. That's how you ask it. You're coming off kind of real authoritative and arrogant and kind of cocky, just like, what's your relationship with your father? No, there's ways to get that. Not just like I said when I said about the wage. You ask a nigga, hey, what do you do for a living?
So if that's the case, then you can ask it on the first date. According to you.
I'm just going off the
No,
way
I'm just
that
going to
said it.
you. If you say
I'm
it
going
that
off the way that you said it.
if you ask it the way you said it is appropriate,
Yes.
then it means you can ask that question now.
Not really. Because it's not the same question. What I'm saying is, you have to fill out who you're on a date with. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, that is it's a common question to ask somebody. You know, tell me about yourself. You know how you know what's going on. Like, you know, tell me about your parents, everything. That
I interpret that.
triggering. No, what I'm saying is, if I ask you straight out, flat out, how's your relationship with your father? It comes off different. There's you can ask the same question
In a different way.
in different ways. So
The specific question is a little bit much. Yeah,
yes,
you gotta.
yes, you gotta
wiggle around.
Be smarter. Be smarter. Be a little bit more creative when you asking these questions. You know what I mean?
Interesting. I don't know. I feel like depending on where the conversation is going, you can ask that question.
That's true.
Depending on where the conversation is going.
Maybe, or like
y'all
say if you
drinking,
offered
having a
a
good time.
let's say you offered
She
a
asks you a random question like, alright, so I was gonna ask you, what's the wildest shit you ever did? Oh, you like, okay, we having fun.
yeah.
I'm gonna follow up with the daddy question.
But that's a read the room, really read
It's
the
a read the room
room
question.
Really read the room, because 9 times out of 10 you asking it, especially if it's like that, the way in my head I'm thinking like, you kind of out of bounds, buddy.
Alright, so next question. Facts or cap? Should social media be censored?
I'm gonna say cap only because it wouldn't have the same effect as what it is. Like, I feel like people would have too many opinions or too hands on to be able to speak and say whatever they want. But that's what social media is about. So if you can't have that in social media, then there's no point. Like, if you censor it, then it's just gonna take away from what social media
So
is.
Twitter, to follow up what you're saying before dropping you go, Twitter is basically email. If you have an email, you have access to Twitter, right? And email is no age limit. So I got on Twitter one day. On my timeline, somebody retweeted somebody getting their head blown off.
That's what I was
Okay, when you say censor like that, I thought about as far as what you say. When you talk about censor, yes.
So you believe Twitter should be censored?
Just like how Instagram like has that sensitive photo type thing. Like, I think it should have something over there to let you
Yeah,
know,
I
like,
can agree with that.
like
That
give you a
aspect.
heads up, like, hey, you might not want to see this, but just know.
So
it's sensitive
censorship.
content.
So you feel like it should be a warning,
Yes.
but not
Not all the way censored.
Because-
all the way. Can't be
Okay,
be. So a warning what you say.
Yeah. Or like let you know, hey, you about to see or read some shit. Just a heads up.
I don't know if you can censor necessarily like what they say before you see it, but definitely like how you said, if it's just a video,
Do it now.
yeah, I was gonna say there should be, because I don't like getting on the timeline seeing him getting his brains blown out, but at the same time, then we wouldn't have like the George Floyds, the things that like, you know, show, you know,
That's
wake
true.
people up. So I think he's correct to where it should be some kind of warning on there. Maybe even if you do want to get rid of some videos like that, because if you're just putting it up for kind of like just like, oh look, the mob caught a nigga who stole their, you know, laundered some money. We don't need to see that. But then that's when you kind of turn into, you gotta have that rule for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I definitely think that he's right. You should just put like a censor on it, like
And
sensitive
anything you
content.
feel is mature, just put
Yeah.
a warning.
Yeah, or maybe
So that-
if there's some
but
way you
not-
can put like
not-
a certain age group sees this type of stuff, maybe.
But not a full on ban over what you can say or what you cannot say.
Yeah.
Just a preview of saying, hey, this is sensitive material.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think so.
That's it. Okay. I mean, I could get that, but it's slippery slope.
Yeah.
Slippery slope. Fact or cap? Is it better to have kids after marrying, or does it matter?
Whatever God says, Shad.
I'm gonna let Justin go. So, just for context, I don't have a child. I'm engaged. Brandon has a child before. He's married now. Justin has a child out of wedlock.
Yeah.
With somebody
That's somebody he's currently with.
Yeah, I mean,
So
Until you pay.
I think that that's kind of like one of those situations where like,
case by case.
yeah, because if it's like,
But if we say if we're doing a mathematical study, right? And maybe you might be the exception to the rule.
mhm.
You might be the exception to the rule, but you be like, I'm special. I wouldn't advise people to do the way I do, or I would, or it doesn't matter.
I don't think.
Do whatever is right for you.
Okay, so
In general,
I just think that
Facts
it
of Cap.
depends on. I
because
think
that's what we. It's
Cap.
what we
I guess
on.
I would say Cap because I just feel like it just depends on your relationship, what you know, like what you're working on, what you know. Like if you're in a relationship where it's rocky and it's not working out, and that happens, then yeah, that probably is. You know what I'm saying? Like say y'all already have issues that you to where it's like
Maybe they ain't
we
gonna
shouldn't
make
be
the
having
relationship
a
better.
yeah, like we shouldn't be having a child. Then no, I don't think that you. I think you should wait, and maybe y'all should work on y'all. And if you get married, then you know,
So you're
like
saying it's cap. It don't make a difference whether you're
I-
married.
It
yeah,
depends on your relationship. Because you could be in a rocky relationship and you think, a rocky marriage.
yeah.
You think
like,
a kid is what's gonna make it
Yeah,
better.
like,
that
it's
shit can make it worse.
It's multiple scenarios. Like there's people who.
What about on average?
I mean, I don't know.
From your opinion,
From my opinion.
from your opinion, on average,
It's really-
if you had a room for 100 people, would you give the same advice to 100 people?
Yes. Only because it depends on your relationship.
That would be my solid advice. I'd be like, look, I would tell them, look, if you know what I'm saying, you feel that y'all are in a great space and maybe that's what y'all are working on, but maybe she wants a child right now, or maybe y'all want to work on having a child, go for it.
So I'm gonna be honest. Before my ideology was like before I'm moving with a girl, I need to be engaged. That didn't happen. I moved with a girl before I was engaged. So like, you don't know until you know. From what I've seen though, from people tell me, from the experience I have, from people tell me, they say it's better to have kids later. That's what I hear.
But okay,
That's what- Let me go, bro.
Go ahead.
They say it's better to have kids later. I'd be asking why. It's like because you're more mature and you have more idea on life. You have more understanding of what you have. So drawing all conclusions, I would assume it's better to have kids after marriage, just simply because we have so many cases of kids out of wedlock with single parent homes, right? That happiness. I'm not even gonna pretend like people. You deal with shit. You have to be. You're not happy. You deal with your responsibility. I'm assuming that's in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. Now people are more focused on their happiness, their self-worth, their self-thing. Everybody's more self, and that explains the climate of this society we in. So I feel like personally, if you're a deal for the bearing of the child, you should definitely have a kid after marriage.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
That's cool and all. Like I would never not tell somebody, not to, don't wait till marriage. Yeah, my ideal would be to do it more traditionally, but I think what you first initially said is kind of more important than even marriage. Like when you talking about financially being straight,
Self-worth.
mature, so that's the more important part of the situation.
And marriage doesn't necessarily mean that.
Yeah,
That's a
exactly.
fact.
People get married young
Some people get
and
married
have
too early.
babies.
That's fact.
Yeah,
That's
you know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's
So
a fact.
I think that's the more important. Like, are you ready? Like, are you comfortable enough? Are you willing to make the sacrifices that Hold on, y'all. Callie's calling.
Another from the daughter.
Hey, he's saying talking. What's up? I'm shooting the podcast. Where you at?
I love that.
What you doing? Huh? Facts and Cap
So prime
podcast.
example from what it goes against everything I said. It doesn't matter as long as you love your child.
Yeah.
What else
Alright.
matters?
Babe, say hi to the people.
Because I would give a leverage.
Alright, I'll be home in
Where
like
you
30
at?
minutes, okay?
What you doing
Bye bye.
before or after marriage? That's love.
Oh.
But yeah,
That call changed my answer, just like that.
but yeah, I
Sorry.
just put it like I said.
He planned it.
I ain't
You
know
planned
this question
it.
was coming, bro.
He planned it.
Yeah, I just think that's just all it is. Like, just where you at in life.
Two more.
I think it's just where you at in life.
No.
So keep it at that. You know what I'm saying?
I got a good one for you, man. Facts or cap? This is my last one. Should there be a statute of limitations on rape? Or no? Facts or cap?
Cap. No, switch it up. Facts.
There should be.
There should be.
Go ahead.
No.
No.
Rape is rape.
Get it together. Get it together.
The facts and the cap. I'm trying to think. No, I feel like rape is worse than murder.
Okay, so there should not be a statute of limitations.
Yeah.
You can wait 100 years and say he raped me.
Yup. I think you can. I just think you should
But
be.
you better have the
but
proof.
yeah, I just think that there should be. I just don't think you should go to jail based off of.
Time out.
You can't just say,
Right.
"Oh, he raped me."
That's what. But do you realize how hard proof is? 50 years later, and
Okay,
then
so-
5 days later,
Listen.
or 5 weeks later.
Listen.
I feel like
I would advise you.
You just said
You just okay if you got raped.
respond to what he said.
I agree with
You
him.
better,
so I
you
am.
better have your proof.
Yeah, I'm putting it
You
like
gonna
this.
make that long.
If you're listen, I know it kind of comes off insensitive, but we gotta think logically here. I get it. Let's say now, I kind of feel for you. Let's say that if you were a kid, you know what I'm saying, and you got raped by your uncle or some shit. I understand why you may not have spoke up or whatever the case may be, but if you want to come 10 years later and be like, you know what, I want to charge him, just know that there's a risk that you're taking that it could just completely be a waste of time because they can't just arrest you off the strength of your word. But there has been times where people have came and maybe they're able to prove it. Maybe the uncle sent the text. Maybe the uncle, you know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody else, or you know what I mean? So I wouldn't just say, oh, after 7 years, you can't do that. Or maybe they might find just, man, I watch too much SVU for this shit. It might be a situation where you might have spoke out and then the next person that he raped has proof. The person that he raped last week. So now y'all can work on that together. Like there's different scenarios that factor in with you speaking up maybe years later. You know what I'm saying?
To speak on that, there are also different scenarios where people who never was raped, 50 years later, see somebody with money and say, oh, I had sexual dealings with him and he raped me.
that's
Yeah,
fine. So
and
we
that's
gotta
and
have the proof.
You be like,
so that's where
But
so that's where the system would fail you.
what I'm saying is, he said you gotta have the proof. You can't have proof 50 years later. What proof you have?
So that's what we're saying though. We're saying if you come out and you accuse this man and he didn't do it, maybe you're just talking because he had money. Well then, I'm sorry that you have to go through this. That you might have to go to court or whatever it may be. But
Because I believe that's what statute of limitations is there for. It's saying after a certain amount of time, if you're not gonna say it, then you leave it.
I just think that's dangerous. I just think that's dangerous. I don't really, like how common is it that a person says that you raped me 50 years ago?
I don't know.
It's not really
Stockholm
common.
syndrome. We would need an expert.
I'm just
on
saying
that.
we don't. I'm just
be
saying,
real.
like,
I'm gonna be real. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the limit is on statute, but there's a law. There's statute of limitations on rape.
I
There
put it
is.
like this. I just put it like this. We gotta
I
understand.
may not agree,
I
but
would
I
say
understand.
25
We gotta
I don't
understand
agree,
that.
but I understand why there is.
Because like
I
it's
just
50
think-
years later, and then they can say I got raped.
I just
No
think
proof.
that, but see, I think that that's a small percentage. Like, how often does that really happen? You know what I'm saying? 50 years, like, yeah, that sounds like a really fucked up situation.
So-
It is.
So y'all feel
But the
there
percentages
should
of
be
that
no
happening
statute of
50 years
limitations.
later is
You can wait
very-
75 years later and say that person
Do
raped
you
me.
have some type of proof?
No, that's
Listen.
not what I'm saying.
Listen, you
No
can
proof.
come and you can accuse me.
It had 0%
Well, then the
proof.
DA's just not
Can I
gonna
wait
press any
75
charges.
years?
The DA's not gonna press charges. That's just
So,
what it is.
just
So,
like the cases
with the trial, I would tell you, if I'm your lawyer and you come to me talking about 75 years later, I'm gonna be like, look, I feel for you, and maybe that has affected the way that your life has been going, and I'm just letting you know that there's a 99% chance that this case is being thrown out.
Then there should be then. The reason why I say that is because if I did get raped and there's a certain year that'd be like after a while nobody's gonna believe you based on evidence, based on proof, like accountability, then it would encourage somebody to.
But okay,
Let me finish. It would encourage somebody to be like, okay, I didn't want to do it before, but I know I can't do it now.
Okay, but look how you looking at it. You can also look at it like, what if maybe 40 years later I do have proof, but then there's a statute of limitations saying that I can't do it. But he's rubbing it in my face like, yeah, I raped you, and what, bitch? That was 40 years ago. 38 years is the limitation. You looking at it one side. You gotta look at it both sides, and that's what you gonna
So
do.
I would say statute of limitations for Branson unless you have proof.
That's just why you don't have the statute of limitation.
No, but
The
if you
thing
have
is,
evidence,
Like,
if
I'm
you
just
have
saying,
evidence.
we're gonna be if
Statute of limitations if you don't have evidence. I
Nobody's
agree
picking
with
up. Nobody's picking up your case if you come back 40 years later and there's no evidence. They're not even gonna waste their time, their money, and their resources.
They don't have a rap sheet. They
Yes.
all they got is
It's
a
hard.
speeding.
That's just what it is. That's just the honest to God truth. Like, I feel for you, but they're not gonna pick that case up. They're not gonna waste their time and money, and their
Does
resources.
it even matter if statute of limitations?
It matters in certain cases. It just doesn't. Just know that the longer that you go, the
I would
weaker it's going to be.
say statute of limitations unless you have evidence. Just to encourage people to call out, speak up earlier.
I mean, sure.
Just
up,
encourage
As soon
people to
as you
speak
feel
up
like you're
earlier.
ready to
Sure.
speak up.
So you sure?
I mean, I don't really feel like there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, either way, because I just feel like even if you saying if you have evidence, because if you don't have evidence, the case isn't happening. Period. Anyway, they're probably not even gonna pick the nigga up. If they do have it, then you're getting arrested. So really, like, what's the difference? Like, I don't really feel like there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? So. There we have it. Facts and Cap episode motherfucking 17, baby.
Yeah.
Hold it down, block.